Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new play-by-play video. Today we're playing some Ymir solo. This is one of those picks that I've been meaning to get to on this patch specifically for a little bit of time. I think the Selflessness start, which I've showcased a couple of times specifically on Ares solo, is pretty good right now, just depending on, I guess, the character you want to play. Generally, these lower pressure clear guardians are where it works. And really why this kind of a strategy works is, again, you get gold um, on minions, right? Assists and stuff that you're not getting last hits for. And more importantly, there's not that much farm in the lane to actually lose. So even if I'm consistently losing totems and stuff, they don't really matter enough. And I think that's one of the big problems with the role. But one of the problems that we're going to kind of take advantage of. We did lose a minion on wave 1, which does suck a little bit. You can go Sunder on this character to help your farm be a little bit quicker. I'm just going Shell to really kind of hammer in that, we're just scaling idea. And the other value, obviously, point is that once you hit level 15, you get starter, which gives you permanent gold per 5 increase, right? Like, we get 1 more gold per second for the rest of the game. So, yeah, your farming is really good, your scaling is really good. You just kind of need to really get to level 15 and then you become a character. So, it is a bit of a passive way to play the game. It's not the most exciting, and if your matchup kind of sucks like this one, we're a little bit limited in how active we can actually be, but there's some avenues to play. I have a very cost-efficient build here. I didn't go any extra health pots, just the chalice, and we're going to keep it that way. So he went Bluestone, Tier 1 Axe, and Sunder, so he has the heaviest fight build you really can go on Mordred, which obviously I think makes some sense as to why you'd want to do that, but you got to be careful because you could still just end. We are still Ymir. I didn't kill him. No! Run, 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 run! I'm alive. It's okay. That's so unfortunate, man. Dude, he has so many freaking dashes already. That's okay. Very, very sad. We were very close there. We get that kill. It is looking beautiful. Yeah, normally I won't fight someone that hard that early, but I saw the avenue. It just didn't work. Again, it's a little sad I missed a minion at level 1 on the first wave, which isn't supposed to happen anymore, but I guess with this build it can, so maybe Sunder's just the move to avoid that issue. I do want to stay this wave because it's crashing, so I think he'll just shove. Yeah, he doesn't really want to hold with his health bar. Understandably so. He's just going to slow clear because he wants abilities to kill, but we space from the 3 and we're safe. Cool. Again, we will get a little bit behind, obviously, if not a lot of bit behind. It literally does not matter. I mean, not that it doesn't matter, but that's part of the plan, right? We're signing up for that, so it's not the end of the world. We'll take a reset now. Mystical is going to be our first item. We really want the protections and safety from it, as well as a little bit of clear potential. And yeah, so far so good. Obviously we're down what, 400-ish gold after this wave, which doesn't feel great. What I will say is you do have to factor in he's probably going to build the chalice, which we've already done. So there is there are little points, I guess, where we kind of make it back. We'll try to freeze when we can in spots like this, so the wave crashes near us, and also we're just generally pretty safe. And yeah, I mean, we didn't really freeze, but the wave meets close to us, and that's what we prefer. I don't want to walk up and just get Mordred ulted off cooldown. I think Mordred, or really any character that can really push a lead, is your best pick into something like a Ymir solo or an Ares solo. Obviously, Wukong and Chakra are going to be solid. I would avoid playing just picks that I guess can't really push a lead too well. Something like Sobek would really be, I think, a bit of a poor decision. It's annoying, but it doesn't farm quick enough to really punish. Stun him here. Get some autos off. And he's dead. Outplayed him pretty hard right there. Yeah, he couldn't really get his ult off. I sort of boxed him in, and he was cooked. So, I mean, your kill potential can be really good. You just have to play it well, right? We got a couple of autos through the dashes by just, playing for them, and I mean, that doesn't fix our lane. We're still going to be weaker for the lane, but now that I'm, even-ish, I mean, it's really, really nice, right? So, this game just got super free. I'm cool with tanking the deficit that I had, but If I don't have to, I mean, man, oh man, you are really well off in your setup and stuff if your jungler decides to help you a little bit, which is not a requisite, but if they do, is great. So generally speaking, you know, we're going to be able to get a kill pretty easily if we do get a gank. Yeah, things are looking really good. We're still going to get behind, we're still going to get out farms, but this is super, super helpful for us. And even if he doesn't ult us there, he still dies, because I still just get my ult off on him before he gets out of the radius. Well, we have Mystical, he's got Devos. Technically, I can fight him right now, because from a pure build perspective, I'm stronger. Doesn't necessarily mean I should. I'll try to get a short trade on him, and we'll see how it feels. Oh, he just has ult. Okay. Forgot about that. I guess that kind of happened. Well, he missed, so... I missed my 2. Tragic, dude. Yeah, it's a bit of a disaster. Obviously, if I don't have my Frostbite passive, the fights are unplayable. It's turnable. We have help coming as well. Nice job. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I fucked that up pretty bad. But it worked out. Thank you. That was my mid laner, by the way. They have a Pele mid, so I think he just wants to get the fuck out of the lane, but it worked really well, so that was a great gank. We'll take a reset here. He's going into Lash second. Again, very, very standard stuff, I would say. I think going at healing item here is a good idea, so we'll go Contagion. When I say healing item, I just mean health regen item. I guess you could go Rune Forge or something as well. But yeah, this is definitely some solid stuff. If I hit my 2, mind you, before he had dashed it, we do just like straight up out-trade kill him. I just, again, didn't hit it, so it wasn't great. You'll find that like a character like Mordred, because of how freaking flashy and quick and hard to lock down he is, obviously Ymir does really well into him from a team fight perspective, but the lane is, I think, a lot to be desired. I don't really love this matchup, so I guess it's nice that we're getting through it. But we do really well into Mordred in team fights, because he's not going to be like auto-attacking me. Oh, that sucks. It does work like that, unfortunately. And we can just kind of lock him down without having to get the auto attacks off and all that stuff. So the team fight matchup, great. Laning phase matchup, not so great. You have a couple characters like that. Oh, I am kind of hitting my stuff here. He's killable. Boom! There we go. Huge. Kind of owned right there. I guess we could get rotated on, or maybe just pinging that they want to do their buffs. I don't really care. I'm going to clear this and reset. Again, Contagion HP 5 is going to be really useful. It's not really anti-heal, but like the passive whatever damage is really nice. People ask, like, you know, on these Guardian solos, should you go Lash? I think because of Lash nerfs and stuff, Lash is really only something you want to be building if you're going lifesteal. So if I had like a Devos build, I would go Lash. If I don't think it's a requisite. You could still do it if you want, but it's not nearly as good as it used to be. Like, Lash is a lot more of a threaded item with the lifesteal items, and that's what makes it overpowered. Lash as a standalone item, not nearly as strong, and that's why you see, you know, the Guan Yu lifesteal build and the Wukong lifesteal build and all that. So I probably won't go at this game, truthfully. In fact, I don't think I will, like, at all. Like, definitely won't. So, yeah, we're going to go into probably just a Team Beads instead or something like that. I think Genji's is good too. Just like a magical defense item that actually, you know, really gives us some prots, I think is definitely a much better move. Two, three this. I can kind of like walk around and like impose my will now. This is great. Man, I feel super strong. You know, our items are like fairly cheap, which also is pretty nice. I think this is one of those picks that if you ever see, especially like 3k pots or something get nerfed, where, you know, obviously 3k pots are not benefiting these types of picks too much, if at all. They're really gonna sneakily get a lot better. By the way, if you do get to 3k pot territory, obviously not great for God like Ymir, but I'd probably recommend just going strength 3Ks. I think they're better than int 1s, personally. So, yeah, like the auto attack value is probably just going to do you more. You'll be allowed to like backdoor towers and phoenixes and stuff. And obviously when we have int scaling on our abilities, they're not too great unless you have a ton of int. So the auto attack is just really your damage source. It's sort of the same for even gods like Kabrakan. Now, Cab obviously is like a hybrid scaler, but I think you kind of want to think about it like Zeus, where it's like, why do you go try ensconce stuff on him, even though he doesn't have strength scaling? It's just the auto attacks are so potent, and you kind of break the need for strength scaling at that point. Alright, so we're 3 levels off of our super spike. I want to make sure I have enough gold for it. He'll come back. I want to make sure I have enough gold for it on the purchase, so let's try to kind of like save that gold amount. Now, if we don't get it right away, it's not like really a huge problem because we're still getting assist gold and all those things. So again, our farm will be fine. If I have something I really feel like I need, like an Ymir or something, I can just go that first. But generally speaking, you want to try to get your starter right at 15. That extra gold is just worth so much, especially in solo where, you know, at this point I'm not getting as much assist gold. Again, it's still viable, but it's not like support where I'm always getting assist gold. It's only sometimes, especially when you're ahead. Can kind of box him in right here, get some poke. Thana's ulting over. I don't want to like give him vision that he's getting ulted. Oh, he knows anyways, dim. Worth a shot. So yeah, we'll go probably team beats first. I could even go, I know this is crazy, I could go Eye of Providence. Like getting shared prots is nice, right? My normal shared prot item would probably be like Spirit Robe. I think the one thing that we should factor with this build, and this is to me a bit of a failure in this game, getting health items like as a tank should be rewarding and it should be strong. They have a Merlin, it's a good Soul Reaver god, and off that alone, I kind of don't want to go any more health items. Like I think anti-health items are a good thing, but they're a bit too oppressive. Like Soul Reaver's value is way too high, just for you building like the correct build. So I'm kind of like course correcting ahead of time before he gets it, just so we don't like spawn in lost, which again I think is pretty lame, but it is what it is, I guess. So yeah, we'll probably go either Spirit Rope here, or we go some type of pure magical defense item like Genji's or Team Beads, or Oni's, or we can just go straight into starter and then even like a Nemean or something if we want to double down on Fizdie. They're all kind of okay choices. Again, it doesn't really matter. Primarily on a tank, what do you need? Defense, some health, and some cooldown. You have that, you'll be all set. I think Nemean's always good, so you do want to build Nemean like basically every game, especially on a pure tank. Alright, let's back. We have starter. So I'll just go from this to... I want to get something on this, like I want to get a full item. I think I'll just go Genji's here. Let's get some cooldown. So I'm just going to wait a little bit of gold and we'll go to gold. Cool. So yeah, we're getting 4 gold per second for the rest of the game. Which means, you know, we're allowed to really roam a ton, right? So normally I'll talk a lot about shoving out sides, etc. But part of the purpose and idea behind a build like this is that you really do just kind of phase into being a second support, and we're kind of permanently team fighting, ideally. Now, we don't actually have to, but the idea is that we're able to. Oh, not too bad. Still dead, it's fine. Because we are getting that extra gold, right? So we're not missing the waves as much. Again, that doesn't mean never catch them, it just means you don't need to have the same type of focus for them that you did have before. And if you really want, you can just have your jungler kind of send themselves over there and hyper farm. So this picks like this work really well with hyper carry junglers. If you have a Mercury, a Kali, something like that, it fits really, really well because you just sort of let them absorb farm for you, and then you can kind of play a little bit more free. This also obviously opens up picks and drafts like Aphrodite support to be a little bit better, Aphrodite mid. Again, this is like a really true kind of frontline support engage, which some solos are, but it's not, I think, the easiest thing to always get in drafts. So just being able to have that value and flexibility, in my opinion, I think makes this Ymir solo like a really viable competitive pick. Just again, to have the flex opportunity. Where you want to avoid picking this is just, I think, where you're really afraid of getting picked continuously, having a really poor lane. It's very important to hold waves at times, like we did a little bit in this matchup, so the wave crashes near your towers, so you can kind of hide there. But I would just say the only requisite I would put around Ymir is to have some early game, because if you're a little bit behind in your lane, and then everyone else is kind of getting bulldozed, sometimes you'll just lose the game before you get online. So just try to have some early game around the comp. You can pick this Ymir early as a flex. They will draft around it, assuming it's support, and then you lock in a late Umoja or something and completely ruin their draft. So this pick, I think, is really, really nice. Again, it's a viable support. Obviously, it works, but the value is definitely high. He's a risky pick, but man, the payoff is so, so good when it's good. All right, let's come over mid. Again, we've got rotation prio here, so this looks like really strong. Thin is in the air. This guy's just cooked. Obviously, my wall doesn't box him in. Nice. We've got the shelf for peel always. Well done. I think we should just, like... Okay, they want to go fire? That's fine. I was going to say, I think we just, like, brute force down mid here, but this works too. We could get, like, tier 1 to tier 2 and then go fire, but this works. I'll play zone here. So you could also go war flag, obviously, if you wanted to. I just went heroism because my support already has war flag. You can just go the one that your teammate doesn't have. It really doesn't matter that much. Uller beads down. Couldn't get him to shell, too bad. Wall him in. Nice. Good job. Huge. There we go. Sobek has Sunder, so I kind of want to make sure he doesn't get in here. Now, if he ults, he's going to get in here. He got in. Fuck, dude. I did not mean for that to happen. I guess we just play the fight. That is his pluck down. I missed the freeze. That's not good. Did slow him. Okay, yeah, we don't want to play to commit. We want to play for the fight. Spele's going to wrap around. I'm trying to group with the team. Grozer. Nice. The wall was a bit shit there, but it's fine. We got the good fight. We just leave. I don't think we ever pull this. We are way too low as a team. I mean, I guess, like, Thin is coming back, so maybe it's fine. This is a little greedy, but I don't know. I guess it could work. Thin does need to help them. Yeah, this is a terrible call. I guess it could work if they don't walk over, but they walked over. Unfortunate. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Is it working? Surely not. You know, we just leave. It's okay. Well, again, like, we just reset, come back. We'll be fine. Let me help this guy so he doesn't die. He is by himself, but not sure we actually kill. We'll see. Bounced him. Oh, I didn't catch him. Yeah, some of these walls are a little hard to get. I'm not super familiar with, like, the walls in the jungle. I don't have that many games played on this character. But I did have, like, a little Ymir solo craze for, like, a week where I played Ymir solo every game. Maybe not a week, it was like 2 days. It was definitely like 2 days. I put him like 10 games in a row, that was great. Walled him in. This is Sobekul. There we go. Obviously, if you can get good wall value into a draft, that is wonderful. You always have wall value, but sometimes you have more than others. Uller beads down.
Yeah.
It's alright. He's still in a bad spot here. I know I kind of am too, but this is, like, solid. He's gonna look to pluck me. Just body block. Close. It's okay. Or we just do fire. It's fine. Very, very close. We get that pick. We are extremely happy. So yeah, we'll go Spirit Rope here. Again, Team Beads is good. I'm just a bit afraid of, like, more health into the Soul Reaver that's eventual. I'm surprised he hasn't gone it yet. But I guess he has Merlin jungle, so he's got a bit of cooking to do. Yeah, we'll go into Spear Robe, and then I don't know. I mean, we still have another item slot. I think Team Beads is solid there. I think Stampede is really good. It is health though. Again, that shouldn't dissuade you entirely from building them. I just would like to avoid it if I can. But the actives are so strong, it's probably not going to happen. Yeah, we want to look for the fight. Nice, good job. Had the wall ready to box out the Paleo and shell for him. We want to try to avoid them sundering. So how do we do that? We just kind of keep them away the best we can. Mordred split, Sobek's zoned out. I almost get a wall to zone both of them, but that works out great too. Can wall him here. There we go. Big time. You know, this pick is definitely a little bit more, how do you say it? You're a bit more team reliant. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this as a climbing god, but it is solid. Like if you're queued with a hyper carry jungle or something, really nice. I'm solo queue right now, and I am most of my videos, but I recognize some of the players, so I felt pretty okay about our chances. So yeah, I just recommend playing this ideally, like from a draft perspective, if you have some damage that you can really just set up for. The Beads burn is incredibly strong, but you need some follow up, obviously. Bad freeze, but I did kind of, I guess, keep him away. We'll wall him in here. I didn't get the bounce. Too bad. If I get the bounce, he dies there. It's okay. We just peel each other out. Again, we're pretty fine. We can honestly play for the fight, even if they overchase here a little bit. Yeah, I wanna look for an angle. I mean, this is kind of like limit testing, but I don't really care. I'm just gonna send it. Caught one. There we go. Nice. There we go. I mean, yeah, I didn't expect it to be that easy, but why not, bro? Got the pick. This is a super easy Phoenix. We just like go straight to it. Nice. He has no block. Oh, close. Yeah, I can just kind of like play to box out this corridor. So sometimes junglers will flank here. Now they're kind of down people, so I don't think they're going to do that, but we just play to block him out. Mordred's never coming. This guy's isolated. That's his ult. Nice. Shit, I thought he was going to hit me. I guess it's good that he didn't hit me, huh? Good for the moment. Got the double knockback. Sobek's a good target. Nice. Pele became the target. It all worked out. We'll just wall off the Euler damage here. It's looking like a GG, boys. Absolute dominance. Love to see it. Ymir solo. This was, of course, because during my freaking weekend tier list reaction, he said Ymir sucked. He said he was terrible. He was trash. And I said I would get a Ymir solo game. So here we are. We did it. This god is definitely solid. Again, I'm not saying it's a pick every game type of thing, but if you have a situation where you know, conditions are met, you have like hyper carry in your draft, you're a fantastic setup, you're very consistent, you just have to, again, crash your waves close to your tower, play it a bit slow. Once you're 15, start perma roaming. You do the same thing on Ares, you do the same thing on, you know, a god like Geb solo if you wanted to do this type of a build, and yeah, you'll definitely fry. So really good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll catch all of you in the next one. Peace out.